This video is going to be like a market update, but it's not going to be your typical one, which is based on last month, and it has to do with sale prices to listing numbers. This is just going to be like what I am seeing in the market right now. And then I'm also going to go over some of the factors that you should be considering, which will help give you a better idea of what maybe you should be doing. Some of the factors that we will go over is the increased inventory that we've seen since January. And then we're going to also go over the immigration in terms of what's happening in Canada, and over the next few years, what is Canada's intentions with allowing new people into Canada. And then also, when you compare the housing starts, we're seeing housing starts similar to what we saw in the 70s. So a housing start is when they are building a house or a condo or a semi-detached. That would be considered a housing start. So we'll go over all of those. We'll skip the intro this time, try something out to see if people will stay on the video longer if I don't have an intro. My name is Brad Goetz, and I'm a local realtor here in the Durham region, and I love helping people who are looking to move to the GTA pretty much from all over the world. I'm shocked with how many people are actually moving here, and I absolutely love it. So if you need help moving to the Durham region or pretty much anywhere within the greater Toronto area, all you have to do is call, text, email. You can send the carrier pigeon, whatever is easiest for you, and I'm here to make your whole move and relocation go so much easier. Again, this video, we're just going to be doing like a market update, but not your typical one, which has numbers and charts. It's going to be just based on real things I'm seeing in the market, from showings to number of competing offers to the amount of listings. And we're getting into it right now. We'll go over the current market. That's where we'll start. From what I've realized or noticed from January, even late last year, ever since pretty much June of 2020, trying to get a showing that somebody wants to go see a property was very difficult. Maybe not so much if you were completely flexible on your time and you were only going to see one property. But let's just say there was 5 properties you wanted to go see, and it was a Saturday. Typically by Friday, all Saturday showings are taken, all Sunday showings are taken, and because of COVID, there was no double booking. So pretty much there was times when people wanted to see a property, they would reach out on a Friday, and just there was no time slots until Monday. And sometimes you might get one time slot open, but if there were other properties that you wanted to see, it was really challenging to get everything lined up. Where currently, if you wanted to go see something and you reached out on a Saturday, you would be able to pretty much get in on a Saturday. And if you had 5 properties you wanted to see, 90% of the time you're able to see all 5 properties kind of back to back. So you don't have to worry about missing out or having these big time windows in between showings. Number of competing offers, that's another one that has been a big change. In January, late last year, to have 20, 30, 40 offers on a single property was not uncommon. And often, many times, once we hit 20 offers on a property, my clients just kind of gave up on it because it was just so common. And when that would happen, the properties would go so much higher. And currently, there's times where properties aren't getting any offers. They might get 1 or 2 offers. They're all, for the most part, decent offers. So you're still seeing like fairly higher sale prices, nothing compared to what we were seeing in January or February. But you are noticing a lot less offers on properties. You're seeing a lot of properties get terminated, they get relisted, or they do a price change. So if you saw a property that was listed at $699,000, you would probably see it get relisted or a price change to $849,000, $919,000, $999,000, just to give more a direction in terms of what the sellers were expecting. And then you'll see that property, sometimes it would sell, but most times you'll see it get terminated and then relist at $899,000, $799,000, and then eventually it does sell, sometimes for a really good price, other times for in and around what it was listed for. But still, like from January to now, huge difference in terms of what we were seeing, and you're seeing it in sale prices when you're looking at your websites where you're tracking listings like House Sigma or Zillow, like whatever you're using. You're seeing that properties are not selling as crazy as they were, which is refreshing. But the question is, how long is that going to last for? And just to give you an idea with the inventory and how crazy it's been, in 2020, you were seeing about 500 active listings in all of Durham. And then you fast forward to 2022, currently right now, sorry, not now, but in January there was 262, so listings went way down and sale prices went way up. And then currently there are 1,320. That's what it was as of yesterday when I had checked, but the amount of listings is way up, and that's what's giving people options, and they're being pickier, or they're not writing offers, they're waiting to see what happens. So that's kind of like the good thing about it. Question is, how long will it last for? Because once people stop listing or not getting the numbers that they want, then you'll see inventory potentially could go back down. But time will tell. With interest rates going up as well, the buyers are kind of taking their time. Some are panicking to lock into a mortgage so that they can get like the decent rates before all of these increases. And so we'll just have to see what happens with that. What does that mean? Pretty much it just means you have a little bit more selection. There are a lot of properties to go and view right now, and so you're able to be a little bit more selective, and you don't have to go as crazy come offer day. If it's a property that's been on the market for 10, 11, 12 days, you are having a good opportunity to get it for a decent price compared to what it was. And then again, what will happen in the future, it will just be pretty much predicted or determined by what we're seeing in terms of listing numbers. I feel like that is a huge factor in what will cause this market, because there's a lot of buyers out there still. There's just a lot of inventory for people to choose. I just wanted to, create like a fun fact or something like that to keep it interesting. But public filming is something that I have been very uncomfortable with. And so this whole video I shot in front of the Del Park Home Center in Oshawa, and it is a pretty much a very busy entrance that I'm kind of at. There's a high school close by, so at one point throughout the video you see all the high school students getting out, and they're walking right behind it. So this whole video was done there to help me get more comfortable with filming in front of random people. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it right now. So in terms of why I don't think that this will last, is because Canada announced that over 2022, 2023, and 2024, they want to increase immigration levels in Canada by 1%. So if you look at that, that will be, and I'll put the numbers here up on the screen, but from 430, about 450,000 people that are going to be new to Canada over the next 3 years. And so that's per year. So that's about 1.2 million people. And if you look at the space that's in and around Canada, there's a lot of green space, protected land that just nobody can build on. And so it's like everybody who's looking to develop here, they are restricted a little bit. And if you look at the immigration, so 1.2 to 1.3 million people coming to Canada over the next 3 years, and then you look at housing starts, which are not much different than what we saw in the 70s. And again, I'm going to put up a little chart here so you can see kind of like what the housing starts have looked like, because if there's all these new people coming to Canada and the housing starts aren't increased, then you're going to have an inventory issue in the long run. So prices we're seeing now, or what we saw in January, potentially could look like nothing, because there's just going to be such a higher demand for properties, and if they're not building it, then that's going to be a big problem. Well, that was the video. Hopefully it gave you a little bit more of a glimpse of what the market is like right now. It's a fun market. It's been a fun market for the last 2 years for realtors, buyers, sellers. It's just been crazy, the craziest I've ever seen in my 8-year career. If you do want help moving here, all you have to do is reach out. I have so many people reaching out from all over the world, and I absolutely love it. So if you're looking to move here to the Durham region, all you have to do is call, text, email, send a carrier pigeon, whatever is easiest for you, and I'm going to make your move a lot more easier. Thanks for watching. Check out the videos on my channel, which give you a little bit of an idea of what it's actually like to live here. And thanks for watching, and until next time.